When it comes to teaching music, there's one thing that I tell people. Work via the KISS routine. That means keep it simple, stupid. And I myself am also prone to just keep adding stuff. The best tracks are tracks that are very concise with drums and one sound. So today let's talk about the One Sound Techno Synth. That's today's video. Are you ready for it? Let's go and do it right now. Hey, what's up? I'm in a little kitchen and thank you for checking out yet another video. If this is your first time here, don't hesitate to click subscribe and hit that notification bell. Whenever I upload a new video, you'll be kept in the loop and you'll not miss out on anything. Stick around till the end of this video because I will tell you about a new installment of the Doorless Bible. And I'll tell you where to find it, so stay tuned. So when it comes to music production, it's always the same thing. You get insecure, you are in the loop and the loop is perfect, right? I mean, you made the best loop ever. Everybody likes it. You play it to your mates, to your peers, and they all go like, unbelievable. And then you are thinking, I need to add stuff. So everything you thought of maybe 12 hours ago when you started it, now you start to doubt it, so you start to add more stuff and add more stuff and add more stuff. And when it comes to me, it's even worse. Because I studied music, so I play stuff that is absolutely correct, it works. But for the layman on the dance floor, they don't care. Rudimentary is the word you should be aiming for, to keep it really simple. There's adrenaline involved. You hear that sound and it really works, it speaks to you. Any track that has really been cool, it's just that simple production. Now, how do you get it? Let's try and make a sound from scratch over a techno groove that I've got. So the beat's already there. Let's make a sound with the Micro Freak. Are you ready for it? Let's go and try it out. So the way we set it up is we've got the Minotaur, the Black Sky, we've got the Space Echo RE20 and the DD500. 3 pedals here, usually guitar pedals, but those pedals really work well on synthesizers. So the Minotaur that does not come with effects has been connected to the digital delay 500, and then it goes into this Black Sky. It's always delay first and then reverb afterwards. Why am I telling you that? I don't know, because we're not using the Minotaur today, as we are using this other synth, which is the Arturia Micro Freak. Same thing, no effects on board, so it goes through another delay and reverb. So where this is delay and this is reverb, pointing to the DD500 and the Black Sky right here, the Space Echo is delay and reverb into one. So it's like if the Strymon and the Boss had a baby, this would be coming out of it. And this Space Echo is pretty cool. It's very nifty and a lot of people say it's absolutely amazing for techno, and it is. It really does the trick. So, okay, on that. The clock is coming from the almighty TR-909 drum computer sitting right here. So if I'm starting it here, you'll hear this. Now, what's wrong with this kick? I'll give you 5 seconds to figure it out. Here we go. You guessed it, there's no low end. So, as you can see, if I'm playing around with my crossfader here, you hear it's losing low end. Not so much, so I'm going to make it a little bit more dramatic. So the track, the kick is coming from track 1, always. I always stick my kick on the first track here. And it's sitting right here on my crackling fader on the mixer. And then I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna select this first track. Don't double click it. I'll go to effects number 1 and I'll see filter. Cool. It doesn't say anything, but if I'm holding this second scene here, all of a sudden the base for the filter gets highlighted, meaning that all the knobs corresponding to the little squares right here will now influence how this kick sounds. I'm going to make it a little bit more dramatic and take out more low end. Listen carefully. So where it's set on 55, it's now sitting on 65, so there's less low end. So if I do this, you can hear that there's more and more and more of an impact, which is cool. That's exactly what we want. Now, I'm going to add a hi-hat to this kick. Let's leave the low end where it is right now, and then this fader right here is going to give me the closed hat here, which It's moderate, it's nice, it's neat, so to speak, but we can make it a little bit more energetic by opening up the decay. You hear it? Now all of a sudden it's, so let's give it a little bit more attitude, I would say. Nice. Right? Now I think it's time to introduce this kick drum. Are you ready for it? Turn up the volume. Here we go. Now there's one thing that's not really helping me, and that is the fact that there is a tone already embedded on my kick drum. That means that I can't just play any note. I have to figure out which note's being played. Now I know it's an E. Which means that C would work, G would work, but I'll go for E. So the root note. Now if I'm thinking I need to really create a techno sound that stands out, if this is one sound that I'm using, I will take out a little bit of that kick, which means taking out the note, close the hi-hat a little bit because it's very much in my face. It's probably now on 1/4 2, say, yeah. And then I'm going to just jam around. Now, rule of thumb for me, sorry if you hear me coughing, I'm recovering from a bad flu that I had this week, but you know what? We roll on, we go on. So it means that whatever I'm going to play, I'm going to approach it as if I was drumming, right? So drumming, what would I add in between the kick being on the 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and the hat being on the afterbeat? And up. So I need to do something in between, which means that's going to be hard, especially if you want to play it just by jamming around. But the easiest rule to remember is don't hit the 1. So wherever the kick is playing, try to not hit the first one. So don't play. It makes it very sparse, very robotic. If that's what you're aiming for, then by all means go ahead. But I'd like to go for, instead of this, I'd like to just go one note over and go like So it breathes a little bit more. Let's lower this envelope. Nice. Okay, let's see if I can find something that will complement what I already have. Because, okay, there's a kick, okay, there's a hat, but that kick, that's more than meets the eye. It's almost like the galloping of a horse if you listen carefully to what's happening to the tail of the kick. It's not a clear note. There's something that wobbles. So I've already got some sort of a cadence that is pretty dominant in terms of what I can do with the sounds that I'm going to be playing. So instead of more, I will see if I can play less, but make it more effective. Something like this maybe? Yeah. Okay, I like that. So I'll go in to the MIDI side of things, knowing exactly that I want to play chromatically. So, trick 5 is the same here, so the E is here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out, and I'm not going to give myself 64 steps to play, which means 4 bars. This is all lit up. I'm going to go for 16 bars. Why? I just want to make a very fast-paced, repeating pattern, and I would not like to overthink what's happening, right? So I'm going to do it like that. So I'm going to go out, and now I'm playing 1, 2, stopping it. Yep, like it up. So I'm gonna record it in. And there it is. Whoa, what's happening there? I see that there's a note transposed. There you go. I must have hit that. So. Ooh, and there's something else that I see. I'm going to clear it because I have, with the green notes you see here, that's automation. So let's go in and say, and maybe longer, the second one. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. Get out of there. Okay. Now I've got my notes sitting there. Now I think it's time to really focus on how can I get this sound to be a little bit more in my face. I'm going to turn up the volume. For sake of vibe, I immediately start adding reverb here. And now I'm going to start looking at where is it going. So, meaning what kind of sound would I like to make. Super soft, which I really don't like on the microphone because it sounds way too digital for my liking. So let's move on. Wavetable? Probably not. Okay. Okay. Maybe. Nice, that's something that I can play later. So one thing is being sequenced and one I can play later. Well, not for now. Do I like this? Excuse, let's see. What else have we got? Wave shaper. Nah, it's too organy. I don't want it to be too organy. Ooh. FM? That could work. Yeah. Yep. Nice. I'm liking that. So I'm going to save it. Hit save. Click to save. Bam. Save. Hit. And save. I didn't even bother to give it a name. But yeah. So we got something going here, right? Woo! Yep. So the next thing I would look at is filter envelope. So I'm turning down the cutoff a little bit, up the reso a little bit. Maybe it's better if I play this to you in solo, right? Let's get out of there. So this is what it was. This is how it came out of the box. And then I'm going to turn it down. But it's very brave, this filter. So what I'm going to do is give a little bit of resonance. Listen. Okay, since I'm not here to destroy your eardrum, let's do it like this. All right, and now we're going to look at filter envelope. There you go. There you go. Okay, let's start adding some delaying, right? I'll get to the character of the sound later, but I will go for my delay. And I'll go for a triplet because then it gets more dubby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if that's in the beat with the kick drum. Well, maybe with this sound it was nicer if it was straight. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's get a bit of a hypnotizing thing going. Yep, nice. Nice. Turn down the volume of the reverb a little bit. And now I'm going to look at the sound a little bit more. Reverb a little bit down. No. I want the FM to be in tune. Oh. Nice. Let's save it before I screw it up. Oh, nice. Something like that. I'll keep it in tune. Let's go for the matrix. Let's see if we can get. Let's go for the wave table. We'll go timbre. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Wave. Nice. It's been detuned a little bit. Whoa! Yes, I'm liking that. Nice. Okay, let's add more drums in. Okay, let's level it out a little bit more because now it's loud. Okay, longer notes. Do you hear how the call and response works? So I've got a loop here that does this. Let's do some. Doop, boop, boop, boop. I'm liking that. Yeah, I'm liking that. See if I can get something. Let's do something with the filters. I will go to the cutoff and I will say nice. There you go. Now it starts to growl a little bit. Wow, wow. Right cymbal in. Let's pitch it also in the same key. Good. Get some reverb going. Yep, I'm liking that. Woo. Cool, this is cool. Clap. Techno clap in. Yeah, so I'm liking it. So it's simple, but it works. It's very effective. And why is it so effective? Because I didn't make it too complicated. So what's happening? I've got an FM sound, I've tuned it so that, you know, the frequency modulation is in the same key. So turning off the octa track and the 909 and the reverb and the delay. You hear? Now there's still a few things that you can do to make it interesting. More resonance. Listen to this. But there's a sweet spot. Once you go above 119 Hertz, you lose a little bit of that growly sound. It seems to be most noticeable with a little bit more character once you hit around, say, 46 Hertz. And then up the resonance by 66%. And have a matrix amount, say around 50, 49.7. And then you get to play around with. See? So now the cutoff does a lot of stuff for you because it doesn't really play everything if it's down. And it plays longer notes if it's open. So that's what I love. So if you got your kick drum sitting here, then you get a short sound just by hitting one knob. And if you're doing a lot of stuff and you have to just go all over the place with both hands, it's cool to have this one knob take care of more stuff. Listen here. And that also helps if your delay can emphasize that. Let's try it out. Delay comes in. Long notes. See how the nuances are working? Okay, here we go. A little bit of reverb. Reverb, be careful with this reverb because it's very much in your face all the time. Cool. Taking out low end, heads and rights in. Nice. Find a middle ground for the reverb to be there, but not to dominate the sound. Kick out, clap in. And then obviously you can make a drop, like so. Just with the envelope. Can even dub the delay out by giving it a little bit more. Here, my delay keeps going, keeps building up. I'm going to shorten the notes. Turn this down. 1, 2, 3. And back in. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. 2, 3, go. Nice. Well, simple concept, but I think it works. That's how I would look at getting something going. It's not simple, gotta sit on a different place. Let's take out the clap. Okay, what I'm going to do now is add more stuff in even. Let's see if we can do a call and response on the same sound. Meaning, I'm going to go in, MIDI. Not recorded, but just play it live, right? It'll be cool. Okay, that works. Higher. an extra note in there that you don't hear. Now you hear it. Bum. There. Nice. There it is. Nice. See? And I just try to keep it very simple, but this is something I can just like keep up for a while. And then you build it up more and more. Claps. Call response with a clap. Right out so we can focus more on what's happening there. Maybe a little bit lower. Okay, let's tone it down a little bit. Nice one. Well, and that's pretty much how I think it can work if you just make a sound. I do this stuff on the fly, so I don't want to really be overproducing it, because there's people dancing most of the time when I'm trying to just do this. So you come up with something, you just like make it work. It'll be cool to hear it beforehand on your headphone and make sure that you know it's working. But at the same time, sometimes it's just winging it, and what comes out, and you'll invoke happy little accidents as well. Okay, I was going to tell you about the Dawless Bible. I've added close to 20 pages to it now, so I'm going to go more and more into the MIDI side of things. So the Dawless Bible you can find on the patreon.com/analogkitchen. And on the slightly higher tiers, you still won't be breaking the bank, but on the slightly higher tiers, you can actually acquire yourself a lifelong access, as long as you're a patron of course, to this Dawless Bible. The design has been upped as well, so go in and let me know what you think as well. Okay, what else? Thank you if you made it this far into the video. You, sir or ma'am, are an absolute superstar. My name is Analog Kitchen. I love you, and thanks for being here. Any suggestions, just leave them in the comment section below. I value you, I love you, and I guess I'm out. Peace.